Good morning students. In the previous class we have discussed about types of trainings. Today's class we are going to learn about UPSC. Do you know that what is the full form of UPSC? Yes, correct. Union Public Service Commissions. The political interference and nepotism should not influence the selection process. You can see that is one of the central government that will be work under the UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission. This will be work very transparently. The UPSC service commissions are the servants, they not should undergone or they not should be influence any politicians or any political party. Public service should be kept away from influence of politics and personal agendas. You can see that there will be not comes any influence of politics or any politicians. It should uphold the respect and dignity of the civil services. Whoever the servant of UPSC, they have the respect and dignity in the society or in the service sector. The Constitution provides for the information of Independent Public Service Commission in order to select and recruit capable and honest civil servants. You can see that the Indian Constitution provides for the information that should be independent public service. That will be Independent Public Service Commission in order to select or recruit a capable and honest civil servants, isn't it? So this is the main intention of the government, to select the honest and capable persons for this commission. Next is structure of the UPSC. According to Article 315 of the Constitution, there should be a separate public service commission for center and state level. According to 315, Article 315, that will be separate public service commission for central level and state level. Maybe 2 or 3 states can have a joint public service commission also. So the president appoints the chairman and member of the central and joint public service commission. Who is going to appoint this public service commissions means the president appoints the chairman and the member of the central and joint public service commissions. Half of the members of the commission should have served in government services. Consider 50% of the members, those are will be in the UPSC members or selection process, chairman, committee members will be there. They have the government servant only, means they are like retired IAS, IPS officers will be there in that committee, that is 50%. And come to the term or tenure of this member is 6 years. At least you have to get the membership, or you want to become a member of this UPSC means at least you have the 6 years or attaining the age of 65 years, any one of them. This is other 6-year experience or at the age of 65 years, or whichever is earlier. Maybe whichever is earlier, there will be a tenure or the term of the UPSC members. The president will have a power to dismiss any member or chairman on the grounds of, that is, misconduct. Means any dismiss or any action will be taken by the president if the member or chairman of this committee, if they are misbehaved or that will be done any mistake, at the moment the president have the authority to take action. Commission works independently of legislature and executive. The commission works independently. Before only I told you, they will be not come influence of any politics or any politicians or any sector. So they will be work very transparently, that is independently legislature and executive. A secretary works for the commission and presently it is based at New Delhi. We can see that UPSC, that is the main office or the secretary office will be there at in New Delhi. Next is functions. What are the functions of UPSC? The first function is the conducting exams for the recruitment of Group A, Group B officers of central government. Like you can see that Group A gazetted officers, Group B officers, that will be conducting. That is one of the main function of the UPSC. Next, second one is conducting interviews for direct recruitment. Isn't those are written exam cleared, that person will be gone through the interview, that is will be personal interview, that is also one of the work of UPSC. Third one is advertising the central government on issues related to promotion and transfer. Isn't it? Advising means it will be give the advice to central government related to the UPSC or the officers, like promotion or their transfer. Next, fourth one is advertising government on initiation of disciplinary actions against, that is erring government employees. That is will be advertising the government on, that is initiation of disciplinary actions against the erring government employees. If any government employees, if they are misbehave at the moment also, it will be advised or it will be find out the mistake. On the direction of president, advising the government any needed issue. If the any emergency movements will be occurred in the state level or in the central government, at the moment this member will be going to give the advice to president, isn't it? So these are the main function of the UPSC. The next class we will discuss about IAS, IPS. So what are the other the sectors or exams we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.